Hi, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Janet Kadow, and we're going to be talking about why you don't need a teacher. Okay? The time of the guru is over. The time of giving all your power over to some belief system or some spiritual leader is over because you need to start trusting yourself. And as we go on into the next phase of our path of consciousness or our spiritual growth, we are going to find that there's nobody who's a better guide than ourselves. And that also includes you're a better guide than your own spirit guide. You're a better guide than any teacher you've ever had. You're a better guide than me. You're a better guide than anyone, anywhere, But the trick is to really getting to know yourself and really getting to know what it feels like when spirit's speaking, or what it feels like when it's your intuition, or what it feels like when it's your ego and your fear and your trauma and your worries. So to get to know those aspects of your own consciousness will always teach you what you need to know in any given situation. So you won't be fooled by anybody, or I can't say you won't be fooled because people are very tricky. But I can say that, we won't be fooled for long, and you won't be sucked into cults or conspiracy thinking or other things that are not healthy. So a lot of what I know about personal growth comes from my spirit guide, but it also comes from some great teachers that I've had. Maria and Beatrix and Alora is my first teacher, and they have taught me a great deal. But once I got the basics down, then my guide said, "Okay, no more teachers. It's just you and me now." And then I found myself living in New Mexico, so all alone on my own. Anyway, and so here we are, 10 years later, and I have learned a great deal in these 10 years. And so I want to share that with you. I want to share how to work with spirit guides and work with your own inner knowing and really have your own empowered agency without being influenced by other things in your life that are not, true for you. Okay, so a lot of people wonder about, how to get messages from your guides. And so I'm going to teach you a technique that Alora taught me about 20 years ago. And I find it to be the most powerful of all the techniques that I teach in working with spirit guides. So some people will get signs or get, ideas and insights and all that stuff, and they're thinking that it comes from their guide. And sometimes it is. But sometimes it's our ego, sometimes it's the law of reflection, like the external world is reflecting something back to you that you believe or that you want to believe. So sometimes it's wishful thinking, things like that. So what we want to do is have a method to find out if that was in fact your spirit guide. So last time I did a video, we talked about, getting signs and getting help from spirit and all those things. So this time we're going to get a physical feeling from your guide so that your guide did this. Now, there are a couple of caveats before we do this exercise, and that is that you are going to want to we're going to set the intention. So intention is super important when you're working with spirit. If you're intending to work with spirit so you can become a famous psychic, trust me, you're not going to talk to your guides. They don't feed your ego. So they're not going to do anything. And fame is always based on ego. Sorry, folks, it is. If you want to be famous, it's your ego wanting to be famous. Trust me, I know. I'm a Leo. So I know all about the ego and how it can interfere with our spiritual path and how it can interfere with our communication with spirit. So, so your intention must, just a sec. So your intention must match the same intention that spirit guides have. And spirit guides only want to serve your highest good. That's it, right? They'll help you with anything you want, so long as it serves your highest good. And so what I want you to do is set the intention that you want to work with your spirit guide to serve your highest good and help you on your path to your highest potential. Great. But you have to authentically believe that. Like, it can't be like, oh, now I can tell people I'm talking to my spirit guide. Like, it can't be any of that. Those hidden intentions, we can even hide them from ourselves. Those will stop this process. So we want to make it so this process is easy. Okay? So you need to get in alignment with, I only want messages that serve my highest good, and I only want to speak to my spirit guide who's here to serve my highest good. That's it. Otherwise, you'll get low-level entities who are going to mess with your head, who are going to pretend to be your guide, and that is a road you do not want to go down. Trust me, I wrote a whole article on it. So if you want the article, I'll post it in the description of the video. Okay, so you always want to set intention and be firm and clear in that intention. It's for your highest good. It's not to impress anybody. It's not to, share the messages with the world. It is for you, because your spirit guides are really only interested in helping you. They're not interested in helping the world. The world is not their problem, okay? You are their problem. You are the problem they are trying to help solve, okay? So it's always for you. Now, you may say, Janet, you teach, you work with your spirit guide to teach, and you give all his messages and stuff. Yes, I do, but I do it for my own joy and pleasure. It's for me. Like, he doesn't give me messages to share with the world. He gives me messages for me. And when I'm doing a reading, I ask him to give messages for my clients and my students. But, and he does, and he's fabulous, obviously. But if I suddenly didn't want to do it anymore, he has no agenda for me. He has no demands on me. He did not call me and tell me, you're the one. Go out, go forth and teach the masses. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ego-based thinking. So when you're working with spirit guides, they're only interested in working with you. They're only interested in helping you. If you ask them for help with healing other people or, doing readings for other people, they will help. But it's not mandatory, and they don't, it's not, spirit has no agenda. So you don't need to follow the calling of, being a spiritual person if you don't want to. This is all up to you, and this is why the empowerment, this is why you are the teacher and not your guides. But you can always ask for help and direction and advice and insight and information and all the things from your guides. But how do you know it's from your guides? So if you wake up in the morning and you have this great idea, how do you know if it's from your guides or from your intuition or from your ego? If you're, feel like you got the nudge to do something, how do you know if it's from your guides, your intuition, or your ego? How do you know? So we're going to start with just the guides. So if it's your guides, they can give you a signal. They can give you a physical signal that it's from them. So if you are asking for a sign and you see a butterfly fly right around your head, and you're like, oh, thank you for my sign. It could be your sign, but it may not be. And if you doubt it, and many people do, I've had people tell me they got like 4 signs in one day and they doubt every one of them. Was that my sign really though? Did that really happen? Was that my sign? That's what they're always asking me. Was that my sign? So instead of asking me, I'm going to teach you how to ask your guide if it was a sign. All right. So I want you to just take a nice long deep breath in. You're going to have to be quiet for this, and you're going to have to really focus in on your body for this. So get into a space where you can do that, where you can close your eyes and just focus on the feelings in your body. So we're going to take 3 cleansing breaths. The cleansing breaths are important because they open up your energy field, they settle you, they center you, and open your energy field and get you ready for connection. Okay? Good. So a nice long deep breath in your nose and slowly blow it out of your mouth. And another nice long deep breath in your nose and blow it slowly out of your mouth. And another nice long deep breath in your nose and blow it slowly out of your mouth. Very good. Now just breathe gently in and out of your nose with your eyes closed. Okay, so your eyes are closed and you focus on your body. Check in with your body and see if there's any tension, anything that feels like you need to move around a little bit to get comfortable. Get as comfortable as you possibly can. You can lay down, sit down, be in your car, whatever. Just be as comfortable as you can get right now. Breathing nice and gently in and out of the nose. And we're going to ask that you're able to feel your guide. So I want you to ask your guide to help you sense them, feel them, get to know them in your auric field. Just see if you can get a feeling if that your guide is present. And it could be, a heart feeling or a body feeling. It doesn't matter. Just kind of, breathe and silently, telepathically ask your guide to let you know that they're there. And see if you can get an idea of their presence. Are they behind you, next to you, in front of you? And this isn't the exercise. This is just to open up your awareness of energy around you. We're going to ask for your guide and only your guide, who is here to serve your highest good, to be present with you right now. And see if you can get a feeling of their presence. And now, whether you felt anything or not, I want you to thank your guide for being with you. Just give them thanks. It can take a little practice and a few tries, maybe more than a few tries to do this, but the more often you do it, the more sensitive you'll become, and the more able you'll be able to feel their presence. They are very gentle because they don't want to scare you. It's against divine law for them to scare you. So they're going to be super quiet and super gentle, and you'll barely get a sense of anything, but that's okay. Now then, now that they're here, and we've done our best to tune into them, now you're going to ask your guide, and only your guide, who's here to serve your highest good, to give you a physical sensation that means yes. So breathe gently in and out of your nose with your eyes closed. Tune into your body. And see if you can get a sense of any kind of pressure or tickle or tingle in your body. If you don't get it right away, settle in again. Ask again for your guide and only your guide to give you a physical sensation that means yes. Some people feel pressure on their heart, on the top of the head. When I first did this, I'd get a little tickle on my cheek. and then tingles in the body, and tummy, legs, and so on. Could be anything. Now there's another, they may also go through an emotional feeling. So you may feel feelings of love or peace or joy in your heart. And if you haven't gotten anything yet, ask again and breathe gently in and out of your nose. And now give thanks, even if you didn't feel anything. You can also, if you didn't feel anything, ask them, or if you felt something and you're not sure if it was just like a normal kind of body feeling, ask them to amplify it, to make it louder, to make it bigger, to make it more pronounced. So you can do that. So you can ask them to make it stronger, a stronger feeling. That's weird. Okay. So sit and ask them if the feeling that you felt was from them, and if it was, to make it stronger. You're okay with it being stronger. Okay. Again, if you didn't feel anything, it's okay. You're just going to have to build up your sensitivity. And by building up your sensitivity, I mean practice this until you do start, feeling shifts in energy. We are very mental. We are very in our ego. We are very shut down in the physical. And so in order to get this, to really train yourself to receive this, it does take practice for most people. Now then, you can always put what you got in the comments. I'd love to hear how your guides responded to it. And if you had trouble with it, let me know, and we'll see what they say about it. Also, so once you have your yes, your sensation for yes, that's all you need. You don't need a sensation for no. I've found that my guide hates saying no, and spirit doesn't really like it either. Your spirit guides, that is. Like if it's not your guide, they probably say no all the time. If it's some other entity, it would definitely not follow those divine laws. So you always know it's your guide because they're always positive, they're always loving, and they're always gentle and kind. They're not demanding. They don't tell you what to do. A lot of people say, oh, my guides told me I had to blah, blah, blah. No, no, they didn't. My guide will suggest I do something if I've asked him for advice on what to do, but he's never going to tell me what to do. That's against divine law, sacred law. It's totally no. So know that your guide will never run you around, but this is really a great way to start tuning into your own self as well. And know that, number one, you're not alone. So when you see that sign, or when you have that thought or inspiration or the idea of the next thing to do, you can say, you can ask, you can sit quietly, breathe 3 times, and then breathe gently in and out of your nose and ask your guide, was that you that gave me that idea? Was that you that told me that? So, because guides speak through ideas, inspiration, through imagination, through dreams, or just like suddenly have a thought. So that's how they speak. I channel my guide, and that's a different process, but your guides are with you all the time, helping you out. So this little sensation can also happen at random times when you're not in a meditative mode, when you're not, breathing gently and so on. When you're not it's like, oh, wow, they just touched my cheek. Oh, that must be a yes. That must be like, go get them kind of thing. So also since they don't like saying no, if you don't get an answer, if you don't get the sensation, it could be maybe, it could be, something else other than yes. So if it's not a direct yes, then it's not, then, you don't need to worry about it. And you can ask more later, ask for more later, and you can keep asking. You can keep asking all the time for signals. You can ask them a lot of questions, And the great thing about this is they're usually going to pick a sensation that you cannot conjure up. Like I cannot conjure up a little tingle in my face. I can't I can't make that happen like on my own. That's something that, and that's not an ordinary little, itch kind of thing. So they're going to pick something that's a little out of the ordinary for you, not a sensation that you normally have. Okay? And they're going to make it so that you could feel it doing anything, anywhere you're at. Anything you're doing. Could be in a big business meeting and you'll get the tingle or you'll get the yes. So communicate with them telepathically. They can answer all that. Ask them a lot of questions and see when you get a yes. Keep going with this. This is a huge tool that I still use today, even though I talk to my guides all the time. And I can get answers all the time. Verbal, direct answers. But I still love to get that physical sensation that I cannot doubt. I know it's them. There is no other thing it could be. All right, everybody. Until next time. Oh, don't forget to come to my lives. I do lives on Saturdays at noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, and I hope to see you there. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of you. Oh, like, subscribe, share, whatever you need to do. And have a great time until next time we meet. And then the next time we meet, we'll have another great time. And then more times to follow. So, okay, everybody. Take care. Thank you.